a good spell.
Good morning, hockey fans, and welcome back to the Eastlink Center here in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island, for game number 2 of this weekend's doubleheader for Atlantic Collegiate Hockey Association regular season action between the visiting Cape Breton University Capers and your Holland College Hurricanes. Game 1 yesterday saw the Holland Hurricanes come out with a victory, their first since last November of 2024, 3-1 over the Capers, ending a 3-game losing streak. The Capers' losing streak for them extending to 3 games after back-to-back losses against Acadia last weekend. So the Hurricanes looking to earn their first doubleheader sweep of the season as we're officially underway here for game number 2 of this weekend's Battle of the Islands. Hurricanes already right in the Capers zone. Cassidy Gordon goes after in the corner. And then Taylor gets into there. Capers try to come out with a good battle in front of the net. Bouncing all over the place. Lutley gets in the high slot. To the point. Stewart steps in, fires one. Good save by the Capers goaltender. It's Emily O'Neill tonight. Megan Muse got the start yesterday. Behind the net, Cassidy Gordon scored her first goal since last October yesterday. One of the game winners for the Hurricanes as the Capers dump it out towards the Hurricane zone. Arsenal shoot it up to Gordon. And then the Lutley puck goes beyond her stick, and then Capers dump it in. Marshall then fires it down. That's going to be an icing call against the Hurricanes. Face-off back in front of Arsenault. O'Neill coming into this game with a 2-2-0 record of 4.5 goals against average and .862 save percentage. Emma Arsenault making her 9th start of the season. It's only her for the Hurricanes goaltending-wise. Olivia Holt is out of the lineup along with Tori Acorn and Hillary Quilty. Quilty was in the lineup yesterday but not available today. So they're battling for it in the corner just beyond Arsenault's blocker side. Marshall collects it out, dumps it off the boards in behind the net. Stewart up the center. Puck deflects off a stick and away towards the Capers. Lutley tries to intercept. And then Burke trying to collect it. Lots of pressure from Lutley along the penalty boxes. Off of Lynch's skate, Ludica shoots it up. Lawler intercepts along the team benches. Up the left wing, looking for her second goal of the weekend. Scored the first one yesterday. To the point, McKinnon. Just outside the dot, she loses possession. Schusterman Tries to dump it out. Good block by Parsons to keep it in. She'll dump it into the corner. Behind the net, Lynch. Lost the puck off of her. She gets taken down by Barrett. 3-4 players pinned along. Lynch comes out with it. She's going to get taken down. That's going to be a tripping call against Lauren Barrett. So the Hurricanes will be the first team to have a player advantage here. 17:56 remaining in the first period. Hurricanes will look to get a second power play goal here this weekend. Gordon collecting one just a couple seconds into the power play yesterday to make it 3-1. Taylor at the point. The left wing Parsons gets the shot on goal. Good save. Look for the rebound just past the net. So there's the tripping call against Barrett as Taylor from the right wing faceoff dot fires one wide over the glove of O'Neill. Lawler collects on the other side. Off the boards trying to get to Lutley. Battling forward as Lutley gets taken down. Puck goes towards Gordon. On the right boards. In the corner. Waits with it with pressure from Jacobs. Taylor back at the point. She'll step in towards center. Shot deflects off a stick and wide. Jacobs and Gordon battling for in the corner. Parsons steps in. 2 Hurricanes into Caper. Going at puck comes out loose for Lutley. Ludica pressuring her. Lutley hangs on to Lawler at the blue line. Cross to Taylor. Taylor waits towards center and then right wing to Gordon. She'll step into the high slot shot. Good block by Martinello. Puck bouncing all over the place. Capers trying desperately to take it out, but the Hurricanes keep possession. Lawler in the faceoff circle, out in the corner. Spins. Back to center. Waits. Will take the shot. Good block. And the Capers will take it out. Potential opportunity here for a partial shorthanded breakaway. Gets the left boards. And then dumped by Herkshorts. Parsons will rush after that one against McLean. McLean comes out with it. Looking to try and give the Capers their first shot on goal of the game here shorthanded. 20 seconds remaining on the Capers penalty. Couple players pinned in deep just beyond the glove of Arsenault as Taylor comes out with it. Pass up to center, Lutley. Puck went beyond her. Ludica will go after in the corner. She'll dump it in around behind her net. And so it'll be a successful penalty kill for the Capers. So Hurricanes 0 for 1 thus far on the advantage. A couple of line changes and McKinnon comes out from behind her net. Up center to left wing. Puck deflects off LeBlanc, sticking away. Stewart gets it back along the Hurricanes bench. She'll get it to LeBlanc. LeBlanc Barrett going out along the Capers bench. LeBlanc tries to come out with it, but Capers collect it. Marshall across. And then Barrett off the boards. Trying to get to Alexander Barrett. She lost possession. Carey pressuring Marshall. But partially taken down. Now Barrett trying to center it in front. Shot stopped by Arsenault. She'll cover that one with 15:03 remaining in the first period. So the Hurricanes jump to second place in the standings after yesterday's victory. They are now 3-5-1. Capers at 3-6-0. So 1 point separating the two teams. If the Hurricanes win, it'll become 3 points ahead. And they'll certainly want to build momentum for their final regular season doubleheader next weekend up against the league leading and regular season champions, mathematically speaking, the Acadia University Axe women, who are undefeated in regulation at 7-0-1. Hurricanes come out with it from that face-off. Hughes chips it in. Taylor from the corner trying to get to McGilvery, but puck goes beyond her. Capers come out with it. Chip off the boards. Marley, his kick. Steps in, shot wide, short side. Schusterman tried to center it there and trying to get a shot from a weird angle, goes wide. Jacobs off a player there and now at the point. Burke, shot on goal. Went off of McGilvery, and then Arsenault collected that one. And may I say, the rookie Addison McGilvery with a highlight reel goal yesterday, the game winner for the Holland College Hurricanes, her first career ACHA regular season goal. From zone to zone through multiple players, past both team benches, and bar down. So she'll look to try and add another one here today. Both teams still scoreless with 14 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in period one. Lynch chipping it off the penalty box boards, intercepted. Battling for it, puck goes flying back to the Caper zone. And that'll be an icing call, so face-off back in front of Arsenault. So as we continue this broadcast here on the Holland Hurricanes YouTube channel, feel free to let us know in the live chat where you're tuning in from and who you're cheering on. Love to hear your feedback. Lawler wins the faceoff. McKinnon off the boards to Lynch. Up the right wing. Elaine was there in front, but Lynch hangs on. She'll step in over the line on the left wing. Tries to take a shot there, but Ludica takes that one away. Parsons in the corner, in behind the net now Lynch. Trying to center it. Puck went beyond a couple of skates. Parsons trying to keep it in. Bound forward along the Capers bench. Lawler collects it outside. At center, McKinnon. Fires it off the Capers bench. Caper will reset. Lynch intercepts it at center ice. Looking for her second goal of the season. She steps in. Slap shot attempt. Blocked by Ludica. Puck bouncing all over the place in the Capers territory. Lynch tries to intercept that one, then Ludica trying to get after now. Stewart will. She'll step in through center. Poke checking it towards O'Neill, who will cover it. With 13:06 now remaining in the first period. Shots on goal 3-1 in favor of the Hurricanes. Face off to O'Neill's glove side. Capers will win, and here comes Marshall in a one-on-one. It's the two Marshalls they'll be going at, but Taylor, successful pressure there. Never mind, Marshall gets it over. Fisher will take the shot into the glove of Arsenault. Flashing the leather with some new goalie gear that she debuted yesterday. Used to be in white and, I believe, blue gear for the longest time, and now debuting the all-black along with the maroon Hurricanes jersey. Capers with the usual orange, white, and mostly black pants. As there's a shot from the point, deflected. Arsenault gets that one in the chest. So Arsenault entered the weekend with a 2-4-1 record, a 2.71 goals against average, and a 931 save percentage. I can only imagine those statistics improved after yesterday's game. I believe she denied something like 30 saves on 31 shots, if my memory serves correctly. Indeed, that is correct. Potential 2-on-1 here. Gordon and Lutley. Good poke there by his kick. Now trying to center it. Capers get it back. Duffy keeps it in. And the Capers trying to take it out. Gordon fires it into the corner. Trying to take it out of the corner there and now up. His kick. Intercepted by Lutley. Chip off the boards. Intercepted and taken out by Burke. Duffy fires into Capers territory where Schusterman's going to get along her bench, and she'll dump into Hurricanes territory. Both teams going for changes. Parsons in behind her net. She'll step out. Left side. Chip off the boards to the captain, Taylor. Taylor fires on goal. Good kick save, and O'Neill will cover that one. Taylor's the leading goal scorer on this team this season, currently with 4 goals and 5 assists now, actually, now that I think about yesterday. But either way, leading scorer, captain, having a heck of a breakout season after some strong performances as a rookie last year, helping the Hurricanes get to a championship, back-to-back titles specifically. They battle forward in the corner to Arsenault's glove side. Chipping at it back and forth. McLean will try to center it. Puck goes beyond his stick just in front of the crease. Now Jacobs with it. Fakes LeBlanc. Steps in. Shot. Good save short side by Arsenault. And then firing one on goal there, hits the side of the net and goes beyond. Marshall will dump it out. Jacobs to Ludica. And chip off across now. Martinello steps in. Left wing blocker save by Arsenault. That might have actually been in the chest, but either way, Arsenault denying yet another opportunity for the Capers. So while the Hurricanes got an early goal yesterday, 18:27 remaining in the first period, we still remain scoreless, just approaching halfway through period one.
Fans, the Holland Hurricanes would like to thank the following sponsors for their support this season.
Let's do some sponsor shoutouts here for the Holland Hurricanes. Keep It Social, Impaired is Impaired, Coach Atlantic, Little Caesars, PI Mutual Insurance Company, Ladner Source for Sports, Matrix Fitness, and Sports Center Physiotherapy. We'll get to more as we get to more stoppages in play here. But, of course, thank you all very much to each and every one of our sponsors and partners for helping us continue to do what we're able to do here in showcasing some fantastic collegiate women's hockey action here in Atlantic, Canada. McGillivray versus Alexander Bear for the faceoff. McGillivray will win that one. Duffy comes out with it. Hughes trying to dump it out, deflect off his stick, and went to Lawler. Lawler up the left wing. Chip off the Capers bench. Behind the net. Pressure from Barrett. McGillivray steps in. She'll take it out. Back to the point for Stewart. Stewart, shot. Save, rebound. Good stop there. Jamming at it, and the ref blows the whistle. So there's a shot on there, trying to get through traffic, hit somebody, and then Lawler had a open opportunity there to score her second of the weekend. Would have been her fourth of the season. Lawler wins the faceoff to O'Neill's blocker's side. Duffy across to Stewart. She loses possession. Capers will collect it and come out. Left wing dumped in by Burke. Duffy versus his kick. Lynch tries to come out with it. Lawler collects it. Chip off the board. She'll rush up the right wing. Potential 3-on-1. It's Lawler, Lynch, and Alas. Stepping in right wing. Lawler. Shot. Good save. Off the pad of O'Neill. And now the Capers make an attempt the other way, but taken away, and then the puck comes back to the Hurricanes. McKinnon off the boards, intercepted to center. Martinello across, and then she gets it back at center, trying to dangle through a couple of defenders there, but lost possession. Atlanta collects it now. Chip off the Hurricanes bench. Now one-on-one, it's Lynch versus Neary. Stepping in through center. Dangle around the right wing. Backhander on goal. Hits the side of the net. And they battle for it. It's Lynch and Ludica. Martinello behind the net. Martinello comes out with it. Parsons trying to keep it into center. Here's Gordon with a chance. Shot. Good block. Trying to go for a rebound. Unsuccessful. Martinello over the line. Left wing. Shot on goal. Kicked away by Arsenault. McKinnon to Lutley. Lutley up towards center. Here comes Taylor stepping in. Dangles around her defender. Loses possession. She'll go after it with Barrett, I believe. And now dangling through. Shot wide far side. Bowling forward just outside the face-off circle. Puck's back in the corner for the Capers. Marshall and Lutley going after it there. Comes out to Jacobs. Chip off the boards to Barrett. Barrett up to McLean. Up the right wing. She'll dump it in just past the center line. Capers will go for changes. Arsenault gives it to Stewart. Stewart off the boards to Taylor. Tries to backhand it out, but the Capers collect it and keep it in Hurricanes territory. Then it's taken out. Lutley will fire it into the Capers zone. Hurricanes go for changes. Stewart stays out. Schusterman pressured by Gordon and then eventually taken out. Marshall along her bench. Towards center. She'll step in over the line. Shot. Good block by Jacobs. Now Gordon will try to get after that one. About try to get a backhand on net, but the Capers get it. Luca fires it up to Marshall. Marshall chip off the boards. Alexander Bear will go after it. Pressure from Parsons. In the corner, goes back to Marshall. Backhands it to Luca at the point. Luca, slap shot. Blocker save. But 4 players in deep there in the corner. Hurricanes trying to come out with it. They're pinned along the penalty boxes. Puck is stuck. There's a bit of a whack there from an unhappy Caper. That was Amira Paul. Back to Curtis Fisher there in the corner. Actually, LeBlanc, will fire it in behind the Capers net, and then it's taken out. Parsons in the neutral zone. Cross-ice feed to Duffy. Hurricanes go for changes. McGilvery tried to go after it, but Curtis Fisher had it, and then it comes to Bree Hughes. Steps in over the line, right wing. Couple of dangles. Ludica pokes it away. Hughes gets it back. Pinned in the corner. McGilvery jumps in. Pressure from Ludica, tries to get in front. No one there. Schusterman tried to get it to center there, but Hurricanes keep it in Capers territory. Now Lutley will get it. Left wing faceoff, dot to center. Step in shot, blocked by Ludica. With now just approaching 6 minutes remaining in the first period, still scoreless. Hurricanes up 7-3 in shots. Puck comes out towards the Hurricanes bench. McKinnon to Lutley, right side. Oh, it's right underneath Lutley's skate. She didn't know where it was. And then his kick fires it in. McKinnon goes after it. Pressure from Herkshorts. She'll fire it towards the right side there. Lutley tries to get it up to McGilvery, but went beyond her. It gets back to Lutley. Up the left wing. And checked into the Capers bench. Taken down. Puck goes now to the other side. Barrett. Up to center. Good feed. McLean fires it in to Hurricanes territory. Parsons with it behind her net. Spinorama. From the corner. Chip off the boards. Barrett intercepts. Tries to get a shot on goal. Duffy blocks that one and gets it to Lynch. Lynch saucer feed to Alain. Right wing. Over the line. Bit of a toe drag attempt there. Unsuccessful, but Lawler dumps it into the corner. Lawler tries to get it to Parsons at the point, but the Capers come out with it. Geneva Marshall is going to step in against Ella Duffy. Left wing. There's a player with her. Pass across, and they score. Great play between Marshall and I think that was Paul. I'd have to get the number on that one. Yep, that is Amira Paul, number 12. And I believe by the looks of it, they picked up the puck, so that might be a first career goal. Correct me if I'm wrong. But a great play there. Marshall up the left wing. And Paul stepping right up at center with great speed. And is right there for the pass, and Marshall goes for that instead of trying to step in and go for the shot. And that one sneaks by Arsenault down low, and so the Capers up 1-0 today. Hurricanes up 1-0 yesterday. Now it's a swap here today. Capers trying to make sure the Hurricanes do not get a doubleheader sweep. Taylor up the right wing. She'll step in. Right wing face-off circle trying to dangle around a defender. Puck taken off her stick. Lutley and Fisher are battling for it. They're along the boards. Gordon comes out with it at the point. Marshall, one-timer, not able to get the shot. Taylor tries to get it on net, but taken out. So the Hurricanes will reset back in their zone. Taylor up the right side. Tries to dangle on one player, then two. Not successful the second time. Stewart chip off the boards. Capers keep it in. His kick gets into the corner. Gordon. Around behind the net to Carey. Carey fires it out. Ludica intercepts, and a bunch of Hurricanes went after her there. But it comes back to Jacobs. Jacobs cross-ice Ludica. Ludica waits. Passes in behind to Jacobs. Up the left side and dumped in by Burke. Actually, it hits Stewart, so it stays in. She gets up to Carey. Ludica intercepts. Pressure from Carey in behind her net. Great stick job there by Northwest Territories native. Now up the right wing, here comes McLean. We'll have pressure from McKinnon. Trying to center it, Arsenault deflects it away with the stick. Trying to center it again, unsuccessful. Parsons blocked that one. As they battle for it along the glove side of Arsenault. Capers with it, Gordon pressuring Martinello that was. It comes back to the point. Slap shot deflected away by the goaltender. LeBlanc headed, puck taken off her stick and then dumped out by Gordon. Barrett to Nearing. Nearing at her own blue line. Good job there by LeBlanc. But then dumped off the boards there back to Parsons, then to McGilvery. McGilvery intercepted by Paul, who gets it back towards the blue line, now up center. Martinello over the line, poke check by Parsons. Martinello gets it back. Backhander unsuccessful. There's McGilvery. Will step on the right wing. 2-on-1 with Taylor. Hughes is there as well, stepping in, not able to get the shot. Taylor gets it back from the corner. Shot from a weird angle for the rebound. Hughes fires it wide, blocker side. Taylor taken down. Good body work by Barrett. Back at the point, Stewart. Fires on goal. Taylor tried to get deflection, but her stick was taken up by Jacobs. Capers get it back to center. Alexander Barrett intercepted by Stewart. Hughes collects that one. Across to Taylor. 1-on-1. Taylor fires. Glove save by O'Neill. Puck underneath Stewart. Still trying to hold possession, trying to deke around one player. Not able to. Hurricanes keep it in. Lynch across. Taylor left wing. Fires wide far side. Lynch to the point. That's out of the zone. Duffy loses that one to Lawler. Or loses and then Lawler gets it. Lawler taken down as we enter the final minute of the first period. Still 1-0 for Cape Breton. Shots on goal are 9-5 in favor of Holland. Duffy fires it in around behind the net. It goes to the point. Ludica tries to get the shot on underneath Burke and then taken out. Lawler now collects it on the penalty boxes. Over the blue paint. Into the corner now. In front off the pad and away. Behind the net, Lawler centers it for Lynch. Not able to get the shot. Beyond her stick. Marshall gets it back in her zone. Good stick job there by Burke. But then it gets back to Lawler at center. McKinnon, puck went beyond her stick. Marshall, 13 seconds remaining. Will either of these teams try to get one or another on the board? Battling on the team benches, looks like that is going to do it for first period action. And the buzzer goes. And so here at the Eastlink Center in Charlottetown, PEI, game number 2 of this weekend's Battle of the Islands doubleheader. The Cape Breton University Capers up 1-0 over the Holland College Hurricanes. Again, shots on goal 9-5 in favor of the Hurricanes. So as per ACHA rules, back-to-back periods, 20 minutes each. Then we'll have the Zamboni come on in between the second and third periods. Then we'll be back at it for another 20 minutes of regulation. If we remain tied at the end of regulation, we will head to 5 minutes of 3-on-3 overtime and then a shootout if that is unsuccessful. The Hurricanes are 1-1 this season in overtime. They beat the Axe women back last October. And then they played the Cape. They and the Capers went to overtime in the two teams' previous doubleheader on Cape Breton Island back in January, which the Capers won with about 2 minutes remaining, I believe. So the Hurricanes looking to reset here today and try to get one on the board. They were up 1-0 after the first period yesterday. Then it was 1-1 after 2 periods. And then 2 goals within just a couple of minutes in the third period, including a power play goal, is what sealed the deal for the 3-1 Hurricanes victory. A great clutch performance. So along with this game going on right now, unsure if it's still going on or not, but the men's volleyball Hurricanes are currently playing the USTA Dragons at the McMillan Center. So if you want to watch 2 games, there's that one as well. And then in just about an hour, the women's volleyball Hurricanes will play the UKC Blue Devils at the McMillan Center as well. Women's basketball is in Halifax against UKC starting at 1 p.m. And the men's basketball Hurricanes also up against UKC at 3 p.m. So both volleyball games are on the Holland Hurricanes YouTube channel, while both basketball games, if you go to acaa.tv, I believe that's the correct link, then you'll be able to tune into those. So that's all the action here to wrap up this weekend for the Holland College Hurricanes as we're back underway here for period number 2. In Hurricanes territory, trying to center is Martinello. It's underneath a couple players. They're trying to jam at it. Loose, not anymore. Arsenault will collect that one. So a couple more sponsor shout-outs. Dairy Farmers of PEI, Lone Oak Brewing Company, Bulletproof, Fix Auto Charlottetown, DP Murphy, Allison Kane at Century 21, and Burgoyne Insurance Associates, Anthony Delauder Realty, Press for Time and Abigwood Screen Printing and Embroidery. Off the face-off, Hurricanes win it. Lutley up the right wing to center. Taylor steps in over the blue paint, dangles through. One player there, tries to get the shot on. She was taken down. That's going to be a call for hooking against the Capers. So the Hurricanes back to the power play. Had one back early in the first period, 0 for 1. Looks like it's Lauren Barrett in the box for the Capers. So Hurricanes power play, about half a minute in to this second period. Off the faceoff, Lawler will win that one. Taylor all the way across. Parsons fires one, hits off the mask of O'Neill. Taylor at the point. Shot, glove save, trying to go for a rebound. Parsons, it's loose in behind the net. Gordon comes out with it. Lawler outside the faceoff circle at the point. Center. Waits with it. Couple of dekes. Now to Taylor, left wing. Waits, fires. Blocked by Jacobs. Taylor able to keep that one in the Capers zone. Jacobs will fire it in around behind her net. Gordon from the corner. Pressure from Ludica. Goes to Parsons behind the net. Taylor, one-timer off the shoulder of Jacobs. Parsons behind the net. Gordon, right wing. Ludica intercepts. She will fire it down as we approach the final minute of this Hurricanes power play. Captain KT behind her net. Up to the left wing, Parsons. Puck went beyond her stick and then dumped into the Hurricanes territory by his kick. Lawler, right wing, spins around. Up to Parsons, left side. Chip off the boards there by the Capers. Then Parsons gets to the center. Taylor over the blue paint. Along the right wing boards. She waits with it. Backhand feed. Gordon fires one, and that's blocked. Comes back to the blue line for Lawler. Lawler, shot. Blocked away by Jacobs. Gordon with possession to Lawler, center point. Some pressure from Burke there across. One-timer went off a player there. It's loose in front, now behind the net. Ludica and Taylor battling for it. Lutley will take it out. Lutley to Gordon. She'll try to fire one there, but it gets away. And that'll be a successful penalty kill for the Capers. As that one is fired into the Hurricane zone. Gordon chip off the boards behind her net to Parsons. On the other side. Another one along the wall. Parsons dumps it in behind the net. LeBlanc skates up and tried to center that one, but Capers intercept. Martinello to center. No one there. Parsons in the corner. Chip off, carry. Tried to take it out, but kept in by Herkshorts. Then went off a carry there. Barrett unable to keep that one in the Hurricane zone. They will reset. Up to center off a skate. Dangles through one player. Mira Paul gets taken down. That's going to be a call against the Hurricanes. So now the Capers will head to the player advantage with 16:33 remaining in the second period. So the Capers, with their first power play of the game, they'll look to extend their lead to 2 goals. And they only have 6 shots on goal thus far, while Hurricanes have 12, as Marshall fires it down. Capers will reset. Ludica behind her net. Pressure from Lynch. She'll step out to the left side. Speeding in over the blue paint. Stepping in. Backhander on goal. Hits the side of the net. Behind the net. Centers it. Barrett fires. Scores! A great play. A great feed from behind the net. And Barrett will fire that one over the glove of Arsenault. Wide open. And so it's a 2-0 game for the Capers, with 16:12 remaining in the period. There was 1:39 left on the Hurricanes penalty. But of course, that's now done. Lawler wins the faceoff at center. Parsons, chip off the team benches. Lynch tries to back into the Capers' territory. Still battling forward along her own bench. Up against Jacobs. And then fired out. Parsons collects it on the Capers' bench. Cross ice to Stewart. Over the blue paint. Left wing to center. Dangles around a couple players there and gets taken down. No call after that collision. Now on the team bench is Parsons. Pressure from a Caper. And now Barrett fires one on goal wide. Past Arsenault's glove. Another shot attempt there by Schusterman. Unsuccessful. Hurricanes get it back. Parsons spins. Backhander back to the blue line. Intercepted and then dumped back in towards Parsons. Another spinorama. Pressure from Herc Shorts. Yet again, another spin. Puck comes back to the blue line. Jacobs. Shot blocked by Lynch. Now getting on goal. Parsons gets it back. Lawler skates out from behind her net left wing. Ooh, that was a close call there. She gains possession. There's going to be a penalty call against the Capers. Against Bell, or hooking against, actually. That is Rhea Martinello by the looks of it. Indeed it is, so the Hurricanes back to the power play. They're 0 for 2. Hopefully a third time's the charm. Capers starting to catch up in the shots on goal territory. It's now 12-9 in favor of the Hurricanes. On the face-off, McLean versus Gordon. McLean wins it. Ludica gets it behind her own net and tries to take it out, but Parsons. Puck goes over Lutley's stick. Alain in the corner. Comes out to the point, Taylor. Cross ice feed, Gordon, right wing. To Lutley in front, shot wide, short side. Taylor at the point. Hangs on, then gives it to Alain. Left wing, Alain. Across, oh, that was a good feed, but Gordon not able to get the shot. That would have been Gordon's second power play goal of the weekend had that been successful. Ooh, near collision between Hurricanes teammates there. That was Taylor and Gordon behind their own net. Puck comes to center, Lutley. Over the blue paint, left side. Behind the Capers net. Pressure from Barrett. Barrett tries to shoot it out. And unsuccessful. It's a shorthanded breakaway for the Capers. Stepping in. Marshall to the backhand. And not able to get the shot there. Arsenault might have deflected that one away just a little bit. Puck off of Taylor at center, and now it goes to Paul. Paul behind her net. will dump it out. And now a one-on-one. It's now Marley, his kick. Right wing stepping in. Shot stop. Arsenal. Rebound denied. With 28 seconds remaining on the Capers penalty. More sponsor announcements. Centaur Floor Machines, Cook Insurance, Crack Device Co., the City of Summerside, Provincial Credit Union, UPSC, the Union of Private Sector Employees, Matt McKenna Realty, ADL, the Province of Prince Edward Island, the City of Charlottetown, and Brighton Construction. I probably did not need to make that sound like a car auction, but nonetheless, we're here. Face off to Arsenal's blocker side. Capers win it. His kick back to the point nearing. Back to his kick, who takes a fall in the corner. Puck comes back to the Hurricanes. Carry from behind her own net to Lynch. Lynch up to Gordon, left wing. Speeding after a pass, Barrett in the corner now behind O'Neill. To the point, carry. Slap shot. Wide. Short side. Lawler gets on the left side. Another shot there. Gordon tried to deflect that one towards O'Neill, but that one went past her. McGilvery keeps it at the point. Another shot. Good save. Looking for the rebound. I am not sure why that was blown dead. It could be the excuse that the ref lost sight of it, but it was underneath the pad, and O'Neill tried to cover it, but it came out anyways. 12:40 remaining here in period number 2. Capers up 2-0. Shots on goal 14-11 in favor of the Hurricanes. O'Neill has been standing tall for the Capers thus far as Taylor gets taken down. A few seconds after the faceoff, Capers will now come out with it. His kick over the blue paint. Right side. Tried to get to the point there, but poked away by the stick of Kristen Taylor. Herc Shorts fires it into Hurricanes territory. Arsenault behind the net. Gives it to Marshall. Marshall nearly at the poked off her stick. She'll rush up the right wing now to center. Stepping in with Cassie Gordon. Center's in front. Puck doesn't get to Gordon's stick. And then she rushes after in the corner with Ludica. Capers come out with it. And then Stewart intercepts at the point. Ludica trying to fire it out, but Taylor gets it. Ludica intercepts and fires it in around behind her net. Rush up the left wing. Jacobs steps in, fires, glove save by the goaltender. Off the face-off, Hurricanes have it. Abby Gordon comes out from behind her net. Up the left side with speed. Chip off the boards. Puck goes in the corner. She rushes after that one. Pressure from Barrett. Backhander in front. No one able to get that one as McKinnon fires one from the point. Off of Curtis Fisher and away. Hurricanes get it back. Puck takes a bounce in the air. McKinnon able to keep that one in. LeBlanc collects it. Capers trying to chip it off the boards, and now McKinnon back with it at the point to McGilvery. McGilvery pressure from a Caper. Now Parsons at center there in the high slot. Not able to get the shot on goal. Blocked away. McGilvery comes out with it to Parsons. From the point. Waits. Fires wide of O'Neill's blocker. LeBlanc pressure along the boards by Marshall. She'll get back after in the corner. Barrett's behind her. Back to the point, McKinnon. Fires one on goal. Scores! How you doing, Emma McKinnon? She's got her second goal of the season, her second against the Capers, and the Hurricanes are finally on the board with 10:31 remaining in the second period. So finally, the home Holland College Hurricanes on the score sheet, down by 1. Now looking to try and tie the game. Stewart fires one over the net. And dumped out by the Capers. Arsenault's going to come out and fired up towards McGilvery. Schusterman. Pressure from McGilvery taken down, or Hughes, excuse me. And then trying to center, and McGilvery fires it away. Burke tried to get it to his kick there. Now it's bouncing all over the place. Comes out of the corner to McGilvery. Okay, so it was not Emma Kim. We had a deflection there in front. Lutley fires one. Rebound, scores! Tie game! Addison McGilvery. Okay, that one's correct for sure. Her second of the weekend, and the Hurricanes, just like that, within the span of, I don't know, a half a minute or so. 2 on the board. We're tied just like that. It was Emma Carey that actually got that first goal, not Emma McKinnon, so apologies for that. Emma Carey's third of the season. But how about that? Within the span of half a minute, just over that or so, the Hurricanes have tied it up, and now we have ourselves a hockey game just past halfway through the second period. Unless slap shot from the point, scores! Are you kidding me? That's 3 goals within just over a minute. And what do you know? The momentum has completely shifted. 2-0 Capers to 3-2 Hurricanes. And their bench is pumped up. And finally, Jose Alain has her first of the season. How are you doing, Holland Hurricanes? How about that to turn this game around? And thus the Capers, by the looks of it, have called a timeout. That is exactly what the Hurricanes needed. They're leading in the shots now 18-12, but before those 3 goals, within just over a minute or so, they were getting plenty of opportunities, just couldn't get a good shot on goal. O'Neill standing tall when the puck went towards her. And then Emma McKinnon firing one from the point. Carey gets the deflection. And then Addison McGilvery makes it a 2-2 game with her second of the weekend on a rebound. Puck off the pad right to her stick in the crease. Great positioning by her. Great timing. And then Jose Alain, slap shot from the blue line. Gets beyond O'Neill. Alain to Parsons at the point. Puck goes beyond her stick. And now at the left side, up to Lawler. Pressure from 2 Capers. Puck back to Parsons in the neutral zone. Chip off the boards. Lawler to center. Alain, puck off her stick and away. Puck goes to the Capers bench. Marshall. Try to fire it off there, but blocked by a Caper and then fired in. Arsenault. It's not covers. She thought she had a cover, turned the head away, and the puck was right there beside her. Thankfully, a Caper wasn't there to spook her. Lawler up center, over the blue line. Right wing. Spins around. Fires it in behind the Capers net. Lynch. Puck off of her stick. Jacobs comes out with it. To center. Puck off the skate of Burke. And she heads to the Capers bench in pain. So hopefully she's all right. Herc Shorts. Try to get that one, but then Taylor got it away from her. Puck bouncing all over the place and taken out of the Capers territory. Marshall at center. Across Lutley, right wing. Stepping in within the circle, fires one on goal. Stopped by O'Neill and covered with 7:50 remaining in the second period. Along the team benches, Abby Gordon comes out with it. She'll fire it in. Ludica gets to it first. Behind her net. Backhander up. McLean got it off the leg there, Martinello, but she got it back anyways. Up the left wing, offside called against the Capers. So face off in the neutral zone. As looking to the live chats here. Shout out Linda Daly watching Abby and Cassidy Gordon from Montague. The two prides of Murray Harbor, Prince Edward Island, not Murray River. Unfortunately, the Hurricanes program has it as Murray River, and it gaslit me into saying that yesterday when Cassie Gordon scored. But we press forward. And Miriam Marshall saying, way to go, girls. I mean, yeah, I don't think anyone saw it coming there, those 3 goals in just over a minute. And the Capers heading to the box here, actually. So the Hurricanes right back to the player advantage. I believe it's Martinello I saw there in the penalty box. So while the Hurricanes are 0 for 3 on the power play, still 3 even strength goals. So looking to finally get one here on the advantage as Taylor steps in at center. Shot wide. Might have went off of somebody there. Pinned along the boards, it's Lawler, and I believe Barrett as the Capers will fire it out. Hurricanes will reset. Taylor goes back forward in behind Arsenault. Taylor had pressure from Marshall, but she'll fire it out to Parsons now to center. Gordon. Now to the left wing. Pressure from Barrett. Gordon stops. Hangs onto it outside the face-off circle. Lawler from the point. Takes the shot. Pat Say trying to go for a rebound. Denied by O'Neill against KT. So that 3-goal explosion there just a couple minutes ago by the Hurricanes have them up 23-12 in shots on goal now. Off the face-off, Hurricanes win it. Taylor headed at the point. She and Gordon swap passes back and forth. Shot on the point, deflection by Parsons in front. And O'Neill will collect that one. On the face-off, Lawler wins it. Puck back to Taylor, across Parsons. Right wing, hangs on, then saucer feed to Taylor. Taylor backhands it to Lawler. Lawler from the left wing fires one on goal just beyond the left side post. Gordon from the point to Taylor. Right wing. Hangs onto it across to Lutley. Wide open. Wide. Just barely off the blocker of O'Neill. Taylor gets it back at the point along her bench. To Lawler, center blue line. Shot, good save. No one able to go for a rebound. And fired out. There's only half a minute to go on the Capers penalty. And Hurricanes power play. Taylor fires it around the boards to Parsons at the left wing. Chip off the boards. And Barrett got there before Gordon. Ludica. Intercepted by Parsons at the point. She fires into the corner. Hughes in behind the net tries to center it in front for Gordon. Puck went beyond her skates. And Ludica fires it out. And yet again, another penalty killed off for the Capers. Just under 5.5 minutes to go here in the second period. McGilvery trying to skate up, but intercepting a slap shot. Glove save by Arsenault on Geneva Marshall. So the Hurricanes will be back at it next weekend as the Acadia University Axe women are going to come to town for a 2-day doubleheader here at the Eastlink Center. It will conclude the regular season for the Hurricanes. And then 1 weekend before the ACHA championships, it'll be, I believe, 1 weekend before, or 2 weekends before, either one. The Capers and the Axe women are going to go at it on Cape Breton Island. As now McGilvery steps in at center, takes the shot wide over the net. And now back in the neutral zone. Ooh, near collision there between Ludica and I think it was McKinnon. That's going to be a penalty call against the Hurricanes. Ref signals interference against McKinnon. So the Capers back to the power play there, 1-for-1. Their goal earlier in the period was 16-12 remaining, just about 20 seconds after the Hurricanes head to the box. But 4.5 minutes to go, Capers will try to tie this one back up. Battling in the corner. His kick comes out with it. Jacobs at the point. Across. Martinello. Towards center. Martinello. Shot. Pad save. Rebound. Gifted with the glove there was Arsenault. So a couple of changes for the Hurricanes. Martinello will go up against Abby Gordon at the faceoff to Arsenault's glove side. Capers win it. Puck comes back to Barrett at the blue line. Towards center, now across. Jacobs fires one on goal. Stopped by Arsenault. She'll barely cover that. With now 3:55 remaining in the period and 1:21 remaining on the Hurricanes penalty. So a swap at the faceoff for the Hurricanes. LeBlanc versus Martinello. Capers win it. Jacobs at the point. Pressure from LeBlanc. She hangs on. Skates in the corner. Almost lost possession, but hangs on. She skates out from behind the Hurricanes' net. There's a shot stopped by Arsenault. Puck comes to Barrett. In the corner. Back to the point. Jacobs waits with it. Across. Good job there at the stick by LeBlanc. She'll look to take it out. They're pinned along the boards just at the edge of the Capers bench. 2 Capers and a Hurricane pinned in deep. Jacobs trying to fire it in. Capers do keep it in. Puck goes beyond his kick stick. Parsons tries to dump it out, and she will. Puck just went beyond the stick of Jacobs. Barrett to center. Capers making a couple changes. Good poke check there by Emma Stewart. Chip off the Hurricanes bench. Puck off of her stick. Abby Gordon trying to intercept. Great shorthanded effort by her as she was pressured by about 3 Capers there at the blue line. Barrett comes out with it. Chip off the boards. Parsons in her zone will fire it down. And that's going to be a successful penalty kill for the Hurricanes. Emma McKinnon will head out of the box. And she'll go for a change. Ludica getting pressure from multiple Hurricanes. Puck comes out. And now to center. Marshall. Over the line. Just outside the right wing faceoff circle. There's a dipsy duel by Paul stepping in. Glove save by Arsenault. Paul tried to go short side, trying to score her second goal of the game. If that puck had been a little higher, then maybe, just maybe, we would have had a tie game. Paul versus Lawler at the faceoff with 2:13 remaining in period number 2. Stewart spins, tries to come out with it, but Paul will collect that one. Puck bounce all over the place as Stewart is taken down hard by Paul. That's going to be a penalty call, and Stewart lying down flat on the ice. Oh, boy. So the Hurricanes equipment manager, Connor Hennessy, will come out and assist her. Hopefully she's all right. She's certainly taken a lot of big hits here this season. It's been a hectic return for her to the Holland Hurricanes lineup. We did have a similar situation like this yesterday with a Capers player, too. All fell silent there. You could pretty much hear a cricket here in the ring as Stewart gets up just a little bit. Hennessy and McKinnon both there to help her get back up. And an ovation for the third-year defenseman. She took a break from ACHA hockey last season. You know, when I say hectic return, she also scored 3 goals within 2 games in the team's first doubleheader against Cape Breton on November 30th and December 1st of 2024. So hope all is well with her. Yeah, that'd be the 3rd time this season where she's had to be helped off the ice, if my memory serves correctly. And some more claps here from the crowd at the Eastling Center. Oh boy, and that's going to be an ejection actually for Amira Paul. Wow. So the hit by Paul, one of the Capers goal scorers here today against Emma Stewart, is going to take her out of the game. As we have a 5-minute power play on the scoreboard here for the Holland Hurricanes. So it's certainly been a roller coaster of a game here, with the Capers going up 1-0 in the first period, then adding another goal early in the second period. Hurricanes explode for 3 goals within just over a minute. And then the Capers got a couple opportunities, including a power play just a couple of minutes ago, to try and tie this game back up. And then, just like that right there, the Hurricanes are going to have a 5-minute player advantage, so that completely changes things here, and the Hurricanes now have a big chance to try and extend their lead with 1:59 remaining in period number 2. So there's a Caper in the box serving that penalty. It looks like Alexi Curtis Fisher. And so here we go. 5-minute power play for the Hurricanes. Taylor to Lawler at the point. Lawler waits with it on the Eastling Center logo. Taylor from the faceoff circle shot, deflected away by O'Neill. Gordon has pressure from Herkshorts, who will try to fire it out, but Lawler keeps it in. At the point, Lawler to Lutley. Lutley across. Taylor, puck went beyond her, and the Capers will fire it out. Lawler gets in her zone. Had some pressure there from McLean. Yeah, that was McLean, not Herkshorts, excuse me. As Cassie Gordon now steps in over the line. Left wing faceoff circle. in the corner behind the net. Looking for a passing partner. It's Taylor at the point. Taylor waits with it. Waits. Fires wide. Beyond the blocker of O'Neill. Trying to dump it out along the boards. Taylor gets at the blue line. Taylor to Gordon. Gordon to Lawler. Cross-ice feed, and then back to Taylor at the point. She'll step up to Lawler now. She'll take the shot. Pad save. Rebound. Lully tries to go for it. They're scrambling for it. It's loose. Parsons tried to get the rebound underneath a couple of skates, but eventually it came out. Hurricanes reset. Taylor up center up the right wing, and she was tripped up. No call. A player there on the Hurricanes bench definitely saw that one as Lawler fires one. It goes off the stick of Schusterman and away. Ludica will try to backhand it out, but Lawler keeps it at the point. Cross-ice feed. Taylor waits. Slap shot wide. Short side. Capers trying to take it out. Comes back to the blue line for Parsons. Shot on goal. Ludica fires it away. Comes back to Parsons. Trying to get another last-second shot on O'Neill, but unsuccessful. And thus, 2 minutes through this 5-minute power play for the Hurricanes. Unsuccessful, but the Hurricanes will have another 3 minutes early in the third period to try and extend their lead to 2. And so after 2 periods of play, after 40 minutes, the Holland College Hurricanes are up 3-2 over the visiting Cape Breton University Capers. Capers up 1-0 after the first period, up 2-0 early in the second, and then 3 goals within just over a minute of a span to turn things around and make it a 3-2 game. Hurricanes 1 period away from a potential doubleheader sweep, which would be their first of the season. It'd be heck of a momentum swing there going into next weekend up against the league leading Acadia University Axe Women's. So we will see all in just a little bit as Zamboni's going to come on out and freshen up the ice. So about 15 minutes time, we'll be back at it for period number 3 of more 2024-25 Atlanta Collegiate Hockey Association regular season action here at the Eastlink Center in Charlottetown, PEI. Hurricanes up 3-2 over Cape Breton. We'll see you back on the other side.
Growth requires flexibility, the boldness to try something new. The boldness to try something new. The wisdom to take care of what you already have. To get to know yourself. To step out and connect. To build something.
next home game. Be there in Boothville.
Alrighty, welcome back, hockey fans, to the East Link Center here in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. One more period here today of 2024-25 Atlantic Collegiate Hockey Association regular season competition between the visiting Cape Breton University Capers and your home Holland College Hurricanes. And what a roller coaster of a game it's been for the second game of this weekend's doubleheader, the Battle of the Islands, the final chapter between these two teams before the ACHA Championships on Cape Breton Island next March. And so the Capers started the game up 1-0 with 4:45 remaining in the first period. Capers extended their lead on the power play with 16:12 remaining. Goals by the Capers by Lauren Barrett and Amira Paul. And then middle of the second period, within the span of, I believe it's exactly 1 minute and 3 seconds, or 4 or 5, somewhere in there. It's just over a minute, we'll put it that way. The Hurricanes score 3 consecutive goals by Emma Carey, Addison McGilvery, and Jose Alain, and just like that, massive momentum swing, 3-2 in favor of the Hurricanes after 2 periods coming into the third and potentially final one. I might have just done the commentator's jinx there because the Capers are still down by 1. Anything's possible. If the Hurricanes can hang on, it would be their first doubleheader sweep of the season, and it'd be their third win, against the Cape Breton University Capers. Or I believe it's 4th, actually. Anyways, we'll move on. We're back on the way here from period number 3. The Hurricanes looking to clutch, especially after yesterday with 2 game-winning goals in the third period after it was tied 1-1 going into the final period. So looking to clutch again here today, but this time hanging on to their current lead. Parsons in behind the Capers net. Of course, friendly reminder, the Hurricanes just now approaching halfway through a 5-minute power play. Amira Paul for the Capers was ejected after a big hit against Emma Stewart in front of the Hurricanes net. Shot on goal. Deflects away. Lutley comes out with it. Back to the point. Taylor. Right wing. Parsons fires on goal. Good chest save by Emily O'Neill. Lawler has on the left wing. Cross ice feed to Gordon. Gordon to Lawler at center. Puck goes off her stick and away into the corner. Lutley has it. Puck nearly poked off of her by Jacobs. Gordon collects it. Cross ice. Lawler. Back to center, Gordon. Gordon, backhand feed, intercepted by Jacobs, and she'll fire that one out. She got to that one before Taylor. Lawler. Might have broken some ankles right there. There's a shot. Rebound, scores! Kaylee Lutley extends the Hurricanes' lead to 4-2. That's going to be her first of the season. And so the Hurricanes well on their way, hopefully, to 3 wins against Cape Breton this season. It'd be 4 on the year if they're able to get it done. But Kaylee Lutley finally getting one on the score sheet for the first time this season. Now the power play continues on as it was a major penalty against the Capers. So obviously Emma Stewart not back. Definitely out after that big collision. Marshall one-timer on goal, trying to go for a rebound. Pad save. It's loose and shot out. Ref still blows the whistle. It's probably about the second or third time that's happened. Puck's loose and whistle goes, and it looks like Abby Gordon is going to be sent to the box for maybe being a bit of a mouthful. Everything looked to be all in well, and then the ref all the way towards the back at the blue line held the arm up, blew the whistle, and told her to get to the box. And so it'll be 4-on-4 for now. 20 seconds remaining on the Capers' major penalty. Puck comes back to Alain in the Hurricane zone. Marshall try to get up towards the left wing for McGilvery, but then it hit off a body and goes into the corner of the Capers' territory. Barrett across. Jacobs. Jacobs up the left wing. Over center line. Pressure from Alain. She'll get it back to Martinello. Martinello, left wing faceoff circle, centers it in front. Not able to get the shot was Herkshorts, and the Hurricanes will fire it out. 1 minute remaining on the Abby Gordon penalty. 16.5 minutes to go in period number 3. Alain tried to go for a short-handed goal there, but unsuccessful as the Capers come up. Martinello at center. Loses the puck off her stick, and Alain fires it back into Capers territory. Ludica behind the Capers net. Looking to start a play here. She gets it to Barrett. Back to Ludica. Back to Barrett. Barrett hangs on over the center line, left wing. Stepping in from the left side. Puck taken off her stick. Burke will go after in the corner. Trying to chip it off the boards to Martinello at the point. Martinello hanging on. Poke checked away by Taylor, and then Ludica gets it across. Hits Lutley's stick. Lutley will feed it up to Taylor. Puck goes beyond her. Ludica will get to it first. And we're back to 5-on-5 action here with 50.5 minutes to go in the third and potentially final period. Ludica checks Taylor into the boards. Gordon has it from behind the net. Centering in front for Lutley. Puck went off her stick and towards O'Neill, who will cover it. So I suppose some more sponsor shout-outs and other important information. Explore the 60-plus rewarding programs we have here at Holland College to find what's next. Canes Camp, check out our after-school program and March break camp. Sign up at canescamp at hollandcollege.com, facebook.com/campcanes, and hollandhurricanes.com for all your information on that. And the Holland Hurricanes Academy, Dance Academy in particular. Email canescamp at hollandcollege.com. for all your information on that. Back to the play, nearing off the boards. Jacobs fires it around there. Interception by Gordon, but then it gets behind the net to Nearing. Nearing. Pass goes beyond the teammate, Marshall. Parsons has it back in her zone. Chip off the boards. LeBlanc try to go after it against Nearing. Penalty going to be called against the Capers as Jacobs touches the puck. Interference going to be the call, so the Hurricanes back to the power play with 14:41 remaining. So Julia Nearing, the culprit of that one. Hurricanes will look to extend their lead to 3 goals. Kaylee Lutley got them on the board once again earlier in this period. Will they try to get another one here? Taylor at the blue line. Fan on that one trying to get it to Lawler, but has to go back and reset. Cross ice to Gordon. Gordon gets that one intercepted, and the Capers will try to go shorthanded. No, they won't. Herkshorts fires it in and will go for a change. Hurricanes reset behind their net. Taylor comes out with it. Saucer to Lawler. Puck went off her, bounced off her stick, but she got it anyways. Lawler chip off the boards to Gordon, trying to center it, but blocked off by Jacobs. In the corner, Lutley has it. Waits with it behind the goal. Pass back to Lawler. Lawler to the edge of the faceoff circle, a shot. Deflected away by O'Neal, and the Capers will fire it out. Hurricanes reset. Taylor comes out of her territory. Up over the blue line, left wing, fires a shot blocked and deflected away by Ludica, who will fire that one now. Puck goes beyond Gordon's stick. 45 seconds remaining on the Capers penalty. Arsenault will leave the puck for Lawler. Pressure from Ludica. Man, Ludica was really going after her with the stick and the body there. Took the fall. Hurricanes hang on. Parsons, spinorama backhand feed, gets intercepted by Barrett, and it goes back to Parsons. Parsons to Gordon. Chip off the Hurricanes bench. Alain. Over the blue paint. Right wing. Lost possession, but then got it back. To center, Gordon tried to get a shot on net, but it goes into the corner. Puck goes beyond Alain to Lynch at the point. Pass across, one-timer by Marshall, goes wide. Blocker side, trying to go for a rebound, is now Gordon. Goes over the net. Alain from the corner to Lynch. Capers penalty successfully killed. Lynch tried to get cross-ice feed to Gordon, but went past her. Now the Capers dump it out. Marshall at center ice. To Lynch now along the penalty boxes. Lynch trying to get it through center, but had a bunch of Capers players going after her. Alexander Barrett's going to get taken down as she tried to get the shot on net. Hurricanes intercept. Marshall off the boards. McGilvery looking for her second goal of the game and third of the weekend. Jacobs spins. Pressure from McGilvery. Puck goes beyond the stick of Marshall. Actually, Stewart's back in the game. How about that for Emma Stewart? Had to be helped off the ice in the last period, but she's right back at it. Shout out to her for her resilience. Shot from the point there by Nearing, denied by Arsenault and deflected away. Fire back around to the point. Nearing dumps it back into the corner. Barrett. Pressure from Stewart. Stewart trying to make her presence known. Right back at it here in the game. McKinnon. Pass out to McGilvery. Puck goes way beyond her stick and also Jacobs. Capers get it back behind their net. Lynch with pressure. Stick taken up. That's going to be a call. Hooking or slashing will look to be it. It looks like it's going to go against Nearing again. Referee giving an explanation there to Julia Nearing on why she made that call. So the Hurricanes to the power play with 11:09 remaining in the third period. The buzzer went, so we'll restart that face-off. Shots on goal are 34-20 in favor of the Hurricanes. 6 away from 40. How about that for the Hurricanes? Off the face-off, Hurricanes win it. Taylor cross-ice to Parsons. Parsons fires. That'll be blocked by her teammate, Lutley. From the corner, Gordon. Cross-ice to Taylor. Puck went beyond her stick, but she collects it anyways. Taylor, chip off the boards to Lawler. Along the Capers bench. Lawler at the point. Across to Gordon. To Taylor. At center, back to Lawler. Left wing circle. Across Gordon, not able to get a one-timer on that one. And the Capers will come up. Will Ludica try to get a shorthanded breakaway here? She steps in. Shot denied by Arsenault. A couple more shoutouts here in our live chat. Sandra Gordon from Murray Harbor watching Abby and Cassie. Rob Carey watching from Yellowknife Northwest Territories. Yeah, you're welcome for the broadcast, of course. Go Emma Carey. Ambrose LeBlanc watching from Mira. Way to go, Ella Marshall and the Canes. There's a shot denied by O'Neal off of Lynch. Abby Gordon collects it. Back to the point, Marshall at center. Will step in, take the shot, blocked by Ludica and fired out. And a high stick by Alain. So the Capers are going to go after a shorthand opportunity. Scores! Oh, boy. A very weird play there from zone to zone. And thus, Ellie McLean is going to make it a one-goal game with 10:03 remaining in period number 3. This game is not over yet. So a shorthanded goal for CBU with 54 seconds remaining on their penalty. So buckle up, folks. We're in for quite the ending here in just a little bit. Off the face-off, Taylor will rush in. Fires a shot, blockered away by O'Neill. Lutley has it behind the Capers net. Hurricanes still on the advantage, trying to center it. Gets back to the point. Taylor backhands it to Gordon. Gordon trying to center it to Lutley. Lutley, bit of a whack there against Herc shorts. But we keep going. Parsons backhand back to Lawler. At the point, dangles around Marshall. Lawler steps in, fires! Denied by O'Neill. 20 seconds left on the Capers penalty and 9:29 left to go in the game. It's great to see that we had just over 70 people, or about 70 people. It went to 69 as I said that, watching this broadcast. Regardless of the number, we appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in here to today's live broadcast. Excuse me, as we also have Karen Lynch in our live chat as well. Julie LeBlanc watching from Cheticamp, Cape Breton. Again, there's a lot of Gabrielle LeBlanc, Ella Marshall supporters that we have here on these Hurricanes broadcasts in particular. So again, thank you to each and every one of you for tuning in. From behind the Capers net, Martinello comes out with it. On the Capers bench, about 3 Hurricanes pressuring her. Puck's intercepted, and then it gets back to Cape Breton. Burke dumps it in. Player taken down behind the play. That's going to be a call against the Hurricanes, against Martinello. Or penalty against Lutley, and the check was against Martinello. But anyways, Kaylee Lutley, the most recent Hurricanes goal scorer here today, is going to head to the box with 8:47 remaining in the period. And just like that, the Capers could easily get back into this one and tie this game. This is going to be an extremely important penalty kill for the Hurricanes. Off the face-off, Capers will barely win that one. Puck comes back to Jacobs at the blue line. Jacobs one-timer and goes wide there, deflected away by Arsenault. Lynch will try to get there before Barrett. Short-handed effort. Just off to the blocker side of O'Neill. Lynch getting a lot of pressure from McLean, Barrett, and then Jacobs had to step in, and she'll take the puck out. Gordon pressuring Jacobs, but Jacobs comes up center ice. Over the blue paint, left side. Jacobs. There's a bit of an opening there to try and center it. Not enough. Jacobs still hangs on. Leaves it for Ludica. Just outside the right wing faceoff circle. Ludica waits behind Arsenault. Centers it. There's going to be McLean. Fires a shot blocked by Gordon. They're scrambling for it. It was loose. It comes back to Jacobs. Fires. Good block by Marshall. Capers reset. Still in Hurricanes territory. Ludica fires one on goal. Arsenault will take that one. With 48 seconds remaining on the Kaylee Lutley penalty, Capers power play, and 7:35 remaining in the period. Face-off to Arsenault's blocker side. Lawler versus Martinello on the face-off. Hurricanes will win it. Taylor will fire it out, and she's going to try to go for a short-handed effort against Ludica. Taylor plays it rough against the Capers assistant captain. Captain versus captain. Jacobs to Martinello. Over the blue line. Martinello waits with it. Centers it in front. Scores! We have a tie game. So this game continues to be an absolute roller coaster. And it's Marley Hiskick who will tie the game for CBU with 7:09 to go in this third period. As I said earlier, this is not over yet. Shots on goal, 35-25 in favor of Holland. So while they lead in the shot on goal category, goal-wise, they did have a lead. But now the Capers make the comeback, so we have comebacks all over the place. And another momentum shift as Martinello tries to get a shot on net and taken down as the Hurricanes will come up. Emma Stewart up center ice, over the blue paint. Right wing, steps in, back in across to Lutley. She did have the net open, but not able to get a shot on. Lutley to Parsons at the point. Parsons spins and then fires into the corner. Ludica versus Taylor. Taylor gives her a bit of a whack. And she'll fire it down into Hurricanes territory. That is going to be an icing call. Face-off back in front of Emily O'Neill. So again, the Hurricanes trying to build a 2-game winning streak going into next weekend's doubleheader against Acadia, while Cape Breton is looking to make sure they don't end up going on a 4-game losing streak. As Emma Carey tried to chip it in there along the left side post, but unsuccessful. Puck's on the other corner. Nearing gives it up to Barrett. And then fire back in behind the Capers net. Ludica. Saucer feed, intercepted by Gordon. Gordon in the corner, tries to center it for LeBlanc. Now Carey gets it, she'll fire one, pad save. It's bouncing around. They're jamming at it, it comes out behind the net. Parsons fires in the corner. Puck goes beyond LeBlanc's stick. Ludica. Try to get out from behind the net. Carey headed, and it's bouncing all over the place. LeBlanc gets it at center. Backhand on goal. Wide, short side. Carey trying to go for a wraparound. Puck comes back to Gordon, just outside the right wing faceoff circle. Back to the point. Parsons fires one and deflected off of McLean and away. Now McLean will collect possession. She'll fire into the Hurricane zone. Arsenault deflects that shot away. Hurricanes try to take it out, but Capers get it back. Herc Shorts lost possession. Parsons from behind the net tries to fire around, but in the corner it's intercepted. Capers trying to center it in front. They come out with it. Nearing. To the corner behind the net. Trying to center it in front. There's a rebound. Oh, great pad save by Arsenault. Keeping the Hurricanes alive in this one with under 5 minutes to go. Kick save and a beauty. Capers could have easily been up 5-4. But the Hurricanes hanging on. Marshall has it. She was from behind the Hurricanes net, but it went back, and now McKinnon in the corner. Pressure from Burke. Burke backhands it on goal, and Arsenault covers. Time winding down, the action ramping up here. We're in for an ending for the ages between the Hurricanes and the Capers. It's just a matter of who's going to come out on top. Lawler will come out from the corner. Speeding up the right wing. Tries to get past Barrett, but blocking that one off with the body. And then his kick fires into Hurricanes territory from center ice. Marshall to McKinnon. McKinnon off the boards to Lynch. Lynch chips it up. Capers collect it. Jacobs. Has it in her zone. Pressure from Lynch. Jacobs past Alain. Puck bouncing all over the place. Alain will intercept, trying to get to Lynch, but then the Capers get it back. Puck bouncing all over the place. Now back in the neutral zone. Lawler. Far blue line. trying to step up. A feed to Lynch, right wing. She steps in, fires. Ooh, off the shoulder of O'Neill and then off the side of the net. Lawler gains possession. Stick checked by Martinello as they battle for on the penalty boxes. Ooh, Parsons takes her opponent down, and that's going to be a penalty call. She's not happy with that one. And oh boy, this could be catastrophic for the Hurricanes. 2:51 remaining in the third period. And the Capers are going to go on the player advantage. Capers have 2 power play goals today, looking to add on another one, which could very well be the game winner if successful. McKinnon will fire it down into Capers territory.
Hurricanes penalty, number 15. Parsons. 2 minutes to roughing.
Roughing is the call against Parsons. Right up against the penalty boxes, and that's where she ends up going anyways. Back in the Hurricane zone. Marshall from behind the net. Lots of pressure behind her. She tried to take it out. Now Taylor will, and she'll fire it down towards O'Neill. Ludica behind the Capers net. Looking to rush up and make something happen. She spins, gets back behind her net as Kaylee Lutley was pressuring her. Dangles around Lutley. No look backhand feed. Taylor intercepted and fired it back into the Capers zone. And then Lutley intercepts off of Ludica. Great forechecking. As now Jacobs comes out with it. Under 2 minutes to go. A minute remaining on the Hurricanes penalty. Caper falls down. Taylor trying to dump it out. Nearing keeps it in. Puck comes to Marshall. Behind the Hurricanes net. And she'll saucer it out and into the Capers territory. A minute and a half to go. Almost half a minute left on the Hurricanes penalty. Here comes Lauren Barrett. Up center ice with speed over the blue paint. Steps in. Backhands it back to Martinello. And now a potential opportunity here. Partial shorthanded breakaway or 2-on-1. It's Lynch stepping in. Fires blocked by Jacobs. Puck off of Barrett's stick. And trying to get it to Burke there. And then Barrett gets it back at center ice. And now Lynch going to try to go for it again. Puck taken off of her. Last minute play here in the third period. Will either of these two teams get at least one on the board here and make sure that we don't go past regulation? 52.2 seconds left. A single second left on the Emmy Parsons penalty. So as long as the Hurricanes stay disciplined and get the shots on goal that they can, then they'll be able to keep this one going. As a couple players fall down there just beyond the blue line, and I think a Capers coach might have not been happy with that. Or never mind, we are going to have a penalty called here. So the commentator's jinx happened. We're going to have another Capers power play with half a minute to go. Parsons touches the puck. Ref's arm goes up. Tripping going to be the call, and it's going against Parsons again. So back-to-back penalties for the rookie out of Sackville, New Brunswick. And thus, if we do head to overtime, the Capers are going to have an advantage. So this is going to get interesting here in these final 24 seconds. Will the Hurricanes hang on and force overtime? Ludica to Marshall. Marshall on the board. Shot on goal. Trying to go for a rebound. Not able to. Was Barrett. She had the net open. Barrett. Shot wide, far side. Martinello in the corner. Trying to look for a partner. Barrett in front. Blocked by a Hurricane, and the puck goes out. Stoppage in play with 1.9 seconds remaining in the period and 1:37 left on the Hurricanes penalty. On the face-off, it's Lutley versus Martinello. to the blocker side of Arsenault. Capers come out with it barely and not able to get one more shot on goal to end regulation, and thus we are headed to overtime. 5 minutes, 3-on-3, or it's going to be 4-on-3 for the Capers. If overtime is unsuccessful between these two teams, we will head to a shootout. So what a way to wrap up this regular season series between the Hurricanes and the Capers. Hurricanes looking to go 2-1 in overtime. The Capers are 1-0. The Hurricanes beat Acadia back in last October, 3-2 in overtime. Captain Kristen Taylor with the winner. And then in the second doubleheader between these two teams, Capers won in overtime. So in another 2 minutes or so, we will be back underway here. Sudden death overtime. And just think about all the players we have here. Can Kristen Taylor do it once again in overtime and do it once in 2024, once in 2025? Could Addison McGilvery add another goal on the weekend? And Emma Arsenault trying to go for her 4th win of the season in goal. Hurricanes leading in shots 38-27. But again, the shot count doesn't have to necessarily mean anything. If you lead in that category, but you end up losing the game. And so it's going to be Cassie Gordon, Livy Lawler, and Ella Marshall for the Hurricanes, shorthanded. For the Capers, it looks like Jacobs, Ludica, Marshall, and Martinello. Arsenault to the left, O'Neill to the right. Here we go. 5 minutes of sudden death overtime. If this doesn't succeed, we will go to a shootout, but we'll get to that if that time comes. Off the face-off, Hurricanes win it. Marshall dumps into the Capers zone. Ludica hangs on to possession. Slowly up center ice, backhands it back to Marshall. Marshall to Ludica on the Capers bench. Ludica, cross-ice feed to Jacobs. Jacobs up the left side, over the blue paint. Back to Martinello. Martinello across. Here's a chance. Marshall trying to get it back across to Jacobs. Puck off the side of the net. It's in behind. Marshall gets it back in the corner. Under a minute to go on the Emmy Parsons penalty. Ludica waits with it. On the Hurricanes bench. Ludica fires one on goal. It's deflected away by Jacobs. Not exactly the direction that deflection should have been. Marshall, right wing face-off circle at center. It's Martinello, back to Ludica. Back to Martinello, across. Jacobs, puck went past her stick. Cassie Gordon pressures. She comes out with it from behind the Hurricanes net. Geneva Marshall will pressure and pin her along the boards. Gordon comes out with it. Trying to chip it off the boards and out. Unsuccessful. Ludica keeps it in. Back to Martinello. 10 seconds remaining on the Capers power play. Marshall back to Martinello. Now Jacobs an opportunity. Fires wide. Short side. Ludica back on the other side. Parsons out of the box. It'll be 4-on-4 until we have a stoppage in play. Jacobs slap shot wide beyond the blocker of Arsenault. Ludica keeps it in at the point. Puck deflects off of Marshall's stick and away. The other Marshall will go after it. Up against Jacobs. Puck back to the corner. Ella Marshall comes out with it. Up to Cassie Gordon. Gordon trying to chip it off the boards. And down a one-on-one. Here comes Gordon. Stepping in, tries to dangle around the defender. And puck gets away from her. Halfway here through overtime. Or just about getting there. Stepping in, Ellie McLean in the corner to Arsenault's blocker's side. Taylor tries to come out with it. She'll chip it up to Lutley. Lutley skates up the right wing. She'll fire it in and dump and chase against Layla Ludica. Under 2.5 minutes to go. McKinnon keeps it in Capers territory. She'll fire one on the net. Blocker stay trying to go for a rebound. Blocked off and fired away. Capers trying to take it out. Lutley keeps it in. Puck takes a weird bounce, and Capers will come out with it. His kick. Over the blue paint. Fires one on net. Deflected away by Arsenault. 2 minutes left here in overtime. McKinnon. Try to get up to Taylor. It's going to be intercepted along the Hurricanes bench. Burke. Cross-ice feed. Barrett keeps it in Hurricanes territory. Fires it towards behind the net. Stewart gains possession. Stewart comes out with it to center. Taylor. Not able to hang on to that one. Barrett fires it back in. Reaching a minute and a half to go here in overtime. McKinnon has pressure from Burke. Fired it towards the other side. Stewart. Now back to McKinnon. Ludica's going to get to it first, just outside the right wing faceoff circle. Pinned in the corner by Lawler. Lawler intercepts. Saucers it around. Lutley to Lawler. Lawler chip off the boards. Ludica then fires it off the penalty box boards. Back to Stewart. In Hurricanes territory, gets it up to Ludica. As we are now in the final minute of play here in the fourth period. Marshall. Across to, I can't tell who that is, and then Marshall lost possession. Now Lawler and Lynch are going to rush into Capers territory. Martinello versus Lawler in the corner. Lawler is pressure from Barrett. Lawler across. Parsons has a chance here to go for a shot. Slap shot. Pad save by O'Neill. Now Gordon trying to get it on the net. Off a leg and away. 25 seconds remaining. Parsons has another chance. A shot from the circle there and deflected away. 15 seconds remaining. One last opportunity here for the Hurricanes. Puck deflects off a Lynch's stick into the Capers. Up the left wing comes Barrett. Over the blue paint. She steps in, fires. Arsenault gets it in the chest with 4 and about a half seconds remaining. We never had a stoppage in play. And so we never had a stoppage in play that whole time, so we're going to have 4.6 seconds of 3-on-3 action. So it looks as though the Hurricanes are not going to be able to clutch this one in overtime, but the Capers do have a chance here if they can get a shot on net. Looks like it's not going to happen. Hurricanes won the faceoff, and thus that's going to do it here for 5 minutes of overtime, which means we are going to be heading to a shootout. So this is the first shootout throughout the entire season here, 2024-25 Atlantic Collegiate Hockey Association regular season. And it's the Hurricanes and the Capers who will duke it out. It'll be interesting to see who each team decides to go with to try and seal the deal. Again, the Hurricanes looking for a doubleheader sweep. Capers looking to make sure they don't end up going on a 4-game losing streak after today. So referees and linesmen having discussions with team coaches at the moment. We have Bill McLean watching from Redcliffe, Alberta. Greatly appreciate you tuning in. It's always nice to see her on our Hurricanes broadcast. Seeing our live chat, hearing from people that are watching from afar. Northwest Territories, Alberta, Nova Scotia. It's great to see. So again, still awaiting the beginning of this shootout. Tied 4-4 between the Hurricanes and the Capers. The final shots on goal, 40-28 in favor of Holland. I don't think I've ever heard of a Hurricanes game yet this season where they had 40 or more shots on goal in a single game. If they haven't, then there you go. But even with 4 goals from each side, it just goes to show how well the goaltenders have been doing here today. Megan Muse wasn't able to get the win for the Capers yesterday, unfortunately, but Emily O'Neill trying to make sure that she gets the job done, and then meanwhile Arsenault trying to go for back-to-back victories. So still waiting and seeing. Coaches and referees still having that discussion. All right, so here we go. And so up first for the Cape Breton University Capers is going to be number 15, Geneva Marshall, who heading into the weekend, I believe, was the team's leading scorer. So it'll be Marshall against Arsenault for attempt number 1. Round number 1 of this shootout. Marshall will step in, staying at center. Backhander wide over the net. A couple dekes. But not a. She did get it beyond Arsenault, but it went beyond the net. And so first shooter for the Holland College Hurricanes is rookie Cassie Gordon. She's got 1 goal on the weekend. Stepping into the backhand, scores! Couple of dekes, forehand, a backhand to finish it off and beyond. The glove and left side pad of Emily O'Neill. Shooting up next for the Capers is Belle Jacobs. She'll go to the right side, back to center. Waits with a couple dangles, fires, oh my goodness, bar down. That's a nifty one. McGilvery went bar down for the game winner for the Hurricanes yesterday in regulation. And now for the Hurricanes, to give them the lead in the shootout, is captain Kristen Taylor from Summerside, Prince Edward Island. She'll step in with speed, back and forth, scores! Dipsy doodle by Captain KT. And now the Capers will try to keep this thing going. Ellie McLean steps in, fires, save made by Arsenault. And the Hurricanes will win it. Pad save, Arsenault and the Hurricanes will come out on top and will claim their first doubleheader sweep of the season. A strong ending to this regular season series between the Cape Breton University Capers and them. Cassie Gordon and Kristen Taylor with the shootout winners. Maybe a little bit of deja vu from Holland and Acadia's first doubleheader between each other back in October of 2024. Cassie Gordon scoring 2 goals, and then Kristen Taylor with an overtime winner. So each player coming in clutch in yet another game. And so with that, the Hurricanes go 2-0 on the weekend. Cape Breton is going to go 0-1-1. Hurricanes now will be 2 points ahead of CBU in the standings, as the Capers did gain that extra point past regulation. So the Hurricanes improved to 4-5-1, while the Capers will drop to 3-6-1. And with all that being said, that does it here today for the Holland College Hurricanes and the Cape Breton University Capers. Hurricanes winning 5-4 in game number 2 of this weekend's Battle of the Islands doubleheader at the Eastlink Center in Charlottetown, PEI. The Capers will be back in action just a couple weekends' time up against the ACHA University ACHA women just before the championships on Cape Breton Island. And then the Holland Hurricanes are going to be back at it next weekend when the Acadia University ACHA women come to town for the final game of that regular season series. It'll be Saturday, February 15th at 8 o'clock p.m. And then Sunday, February 16th at 11:15 a.m. Those are your times. Back here at the Eastlink Center once again, we will have the live broadcast here on the Holland Hurricanes YouTube channel. So congratulations, Holland Hurricanes, and to the Cape Breton University Capers, everybody involved within that program. Safe travels back home to Cape Breton Island. On behalf of everybody here involved in putting this whole thing together and everybody within the Holland College Hurricanes Athletics Department, my name is Regan McCauley, the voice of Hurricanes Women's Hockey. We will see you all back at it next weekend between the Hurricanes and the Axe women. Thank you very much, and remember to fear the storm.